The night is thick with silence, broken only by the occasional hum of a distant car or the faint buzz of a dying streetlight. Inside a dimly lit apartment, a man, perhaps named David, sits alone, the blue glow of the television casting long shadows across the walls. He's tired, the kind of exhaustion that comes from a long, uneventful day, and the quiet of the apartment feels almost suffocating. Then, the phone rings, a sharp, jarring sound in the stillness. He hesitates, glancing at the clock. Too late for a normal call, too late for anything good. He picks up, half expecting a wrong number or a telemarketer, but what he hears chills him to the bone. A woman's voice, ragged with terror, gasps into the line, "Help me! Please! He's going to kill me!" Her words are frantic, punctuated by muffled sobs and the sound of something heavy dragging in the background. The man sits up straight, his pulse quickening. "Who is this? Where are you?" he demands, but the voice only grows more desperate. "I'm trapped! He's coming, please!" Then, silence. The line goes dead. He stares at the phone, his breath shallow. The caller ID reads, "Unknown." He tries to call back, but there's no dial tone, no way to trace it. The air in the room feels heavier now, charged with something unnatural. A moment later, the phone rings again. This time, when he answers, there's no voice, only the faint sound of breathing. Slow, deliberate. And then, just before the call cuts out for good, a whisper. "I'm already inside." The man's hands tremble as he lowers the phone, the woman's desperate screams still echoing in his mind. His first thought is to call the police. Maybe they can trace the call, maybe they can find her before it's too late. He dials 911 with stiff fingers, his voice unsteady as he explains the situation. The dispatcher listens, calm but alert, and assures him they'll do what they can. "Stay on the line," she says. "We're trying to trace the origin of the call." Silence stretches between them, thick and uneasy. Then, through the phone, he hears it again, the woman's voice, distant but unmistakable, pleading in the background. "Please, he's here." Followed by a choked gasp. His blood runs cold. The dispatcher's tone shifts. "Sir, we've located the call." Relief flickers for a split second, until she speaks again, her voice tight with urgency. "The signal is coming from inside your house." The words slam into him like a physical blow. His breath catches, the line crackles with static, but beneath it, he can still hear the woman's ragged breathing, closer now, as if she's whispering right beside him. Then, a soft click. The call disconnects. The house, once familiar, now feels like a stranger's. Every shadow stretches too long, every creak of the floorboard sounds like a footstep. He turns slowly, eyes scanning the darkness beyond the doorway. Somewhere in the silence, a phone begins to ring again. The phone slips from his grasp, clattering onto the table. The dispatcher's words loop in his mind, "Inside your house," but that's impossible. He lives alone. There's no one else here. Yet the air has changed. The walls feel closer, the shadows deeper. Some primal instinct screams at him to run, but his legs won't move. Then, a sound, faint but unmistakable. A floorboard groans upstairs. His breath comes in shallow bursts as he grabs the nearest weapon. A kitchen knife, a heavy flashlight, something to anchor him to reality. The house, once a sanctuary, is now a maze of threats. Every step forward is a battle against the voice in his head, begging him to turn back. The stairs creak under his weight as he climbs, each sound magnified in the silence. The hallway stretches endlessly, doors slightly ajar like mouths whispering secrets. Behind one, a muffled whimper. His hand shakes as he reaches for the knob. The moment stretches, thick with dread. Then, A crash from downstairs. The phone rings again, shrill and relentless. He whirls around, heart hammering. The choice is paralyzing. Answer the call and hear the voice again, or ignore it and let the silence swallow him whole. The ringing stops. For one suspended moment, there is only silence and the deafening pound of his own pulse. Then, a whisper of movement behind him. He turns slowly, the knife in his hand glinting in the dim light from the hallway. There, in the corner where the shadows are thickest, a shape begins to detach itself from the darkness. At first, it's just an impression, a suggestion of something wrong in the way the air seems to warp around it. Then details emerge, pale fingers curling around the doorframe, the faint gleam of eyes that reflect light like a cat's. The woman from the phone call steps forward. Her face is a nightmare of contradictions, beautiful but waxen, like a mannequin left too long in the sun. Her mouth moves, but the voice that comes out is all wrong. It's his own voice, twisted and mocking, repeating the words he'd spoken to the 911 operator moments before. The signal is coming from inside the house. Behind her, the walls begin to bleed. Not blood, but phone cords, dozens of them, snaking out from between the wallpaper like veins. They twitch and coil with a life of their own, slithering across the floor toward him. The woman smiles, and her jaw unhinges impossibly wide as the cords surge forward. The last thing he sees before the darkness takes him is the rotary phone embedded in her chest, its dial spinning wildly as the receiver lifts itself to her grinning lips. "Hello?" she whispers in his voice. "You should have hung up when you had the chance." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one. Bye for now.